morning, Mount Carmel area, and welcome to MCA Live. I'm Olivia Binsky.
And I'm Natasha Nevis. Here are today's announcements. Today is Thursday, April 2nd, day 3. The book drive has been extended until next Friday, April 10th. For every 5 books donated, students will receive a homework pass. To date, over 900 books have been collected. Field day is Tuesday, April 14th. Any 10th through 12th grade candidates may sign up in the high school office. Deadline is today at noon. Senior chorus will meet today after school. Any senior interested in ordering a class t-shirt, see Ms. Check as soon as possible. Today is the final day to hand in all orders and money. Mr. Claybon is at MCA this week. Stop in the Career Center if you need a job or summer employment assistance. Root beer floats and orange cream soda floats will be on sale outside the cafeteria today. Cost is $1.50 and benefits the junior class. Students are reminded that Easter break begins tomorrow and we will resume classes on Tuesday, April 7th. And here's today's news.
PSSAs are 1 week away, and in order to get students pumped up, Student Council is sponsoring Spirit Week starting next week, April 7th, 8th, and 9th. Tuesday is Comfy Cozy Day, so wear your comfiest sweats and relax while you're doing your schoolwork, of course. No pajamas or slippers, and no holes in clothing, ever. Wednesday is Wacky Wednesday with mismatched colors and patterns. Keep in mind crazy pants must be flared with a pocket or zipper. And Thursday is wear your favorite sports jersey or team shirt. Cost is $1 each day for any student or faculty member who wants to dress down and will be collected in first period. Stickers will be provided and must be worn all day. First period teachers have been given guidelines and students must follow the theme or wear dress code attire. Student Council will also provide snacks and drinks for testing students on test day mornings the following week. Enjoy the long weekend and gear up for Spirit Week and PSSA testing. The Elks Junior Student of the Month for February is sophomore Sarah Parker, daughter of Kevin and Patty Parker of Coltmont. Sarah is on the Distinguished Honor Roll, the National Honor Society, and was a past Elks Award winner. Her activities include varsity cheerleading, Future Teachers of America, attending the Paper Magic after-school camp, and she is a Think Big student leader. Her interests include swimming, shopping, hanging out with friends, and baking. Sarah's future plans are to attend college to become a teacher. Congratulations on your accomplishment, Sarah. Mrs. Lash's Spanish 2 classes recently learned clothing vocabulary and had a hands-on learning activity related to descriptive adjectives. Each student was asked to pick a magazine and cut out 10 articles of clothing. Then, they glued the clothing item on a piece of paper and wrote in Spanish the color and type of clothing. This project was for students to learn the clothing vocabulary in a fun way that also helped them remember. A fun fact about the Spanish language is that the adjective comes after the noun. If you were to say the red news desk in Spanish, it would be the news desk red. Projects are found on the wall outside of room 129, from silver purses to blue jeans and even rainbow socks. If you're in the hallway, stop by and check out this creative activity. We'll be right back with Alyssa Manko on sports.
With the month of March coming to an end, March Madness is still in the air. With many exciting games throughout the tournament so far, our sports reporters Luke Darup and Dylan Fimancini broke down the Final Four.
You smell that?
Smell what?
Wait, it smells like March.
Madness in March?
It's March Madness, cowboy. Well, it's actually April, but March Madness still reigns. And after 4 extremely exciting play-in games, the matchups were set and millions upon millions of fans filled out their brackets.
Well, when March 21st rolled around, then we saw a relatively normal round of 64. Some upsets came from the 14 seeds, Georgia State over Baylor, a 3 seed, and 14 seed University of Alabama Birmingham over 3 seed Iowa State. Both games ended with a difference of only a point, but after sloppy play from the higher seeds and the 14s taking some risk, they were the ones to come out on top. Iowa State was the chosen national champion in many brackets. Condolences go out to you from head coach Fred Hoiberg and company.
It's pretty funny. Well, also the past 3 years, 12 seeds were 8-4 against 5 seeds, but this year stomped out that stat as West Virginia, Arkansas, Northern Iowa, and Utah all took their first games in stride. Now, there was no break in the action between the second round and third round. So after everyone regrouped after taking big hits with their 3 seeds losing, or maybe even after celebrating because their upsets of the 14 seeds were predicted correctly, there was more madness to be had. On the same day, 2 deuces said deuces to their national championship hopes as Kansas and Virginia took beatings from Wichita State and Michigan State, respectively. It was especially ugly for Kansas, losing by 13, which I know hurt one of my 2 brackets. In fact, by change of circumstances, knocking me out of any runnings with that bracket. Now, rumor is you had 12 brackets, Dylan. Is that true?
That is very true.
Okay, well, I don't understand how people have time to do that. But anyway, at this point, early favorite undefeated Kentucky has stayed quiet and gotten their work done so far, winning by scores of 23, 13, 39, and then only 2 over Notre Dame. But wow, they are a force to be reckoned with. They're a powerhouse no less. It's going to be a fun time to see which of the other 3 teams left can beat these guys, that being 2 other 1 seeds in Duke and Wisconsin, and then, of course, Michigan State in the number 7 seed. And we'll see if anyone can beat them.
Well, the only real upset in the Sweet 16 was through the team that also upset another team in the Elite 8, that being the Michigan State Spartans. They beat 3 seed Oklahoma in the Sweet 16 and then upset 4 seed Louisville in the Elite 8. After all, the other favored teams came out victorious. We're left with those 4 teams mentioned earlier to set the Final Four: Michigan State, Wisconsin, Duke, and Kentucky.
Well, we'll talk about Michigan State real quick. Head coach Tom Izzo has the best winning percentage in tournament history when he and Michigan State are the lower seed in games, believe it or not. And who would have thought that this underrated Michigan State team would be in the Final Four? Of course, 7 seeds have to usually beat 10 seeds, then a 2 seed, a 3 seed, and a 5 seed to get here. But they beat Georgia, Virginia, Oklahoma, and Louisville, 4 pretty tough teams.
Wisconsin is led by head coach Bo Ryan, and they beat Coastal Carolina, Oregon, North Carolina, and what hurt both of our brackets, Arizona. Frank Kaminsky is a Player of the Year candidate, and this team is going to be hard to beat.
Of course, Duke, led by Coach K, took care of Robert Morris, San Diego State, Utah, and Gonzaga, all by pretty big margins. They have a potential Player of the Year in
Julio Okafor.
And we have to mention that Coach K got his 1,000th win this year, so a national championship would be a huge to this team that plays with a lot of heart. Now, there was a lot of speculation as to how far they would get because of the lack of success in some previous years, but they've had no problem so far.
And finally, our Cinderella team, perfection in the Kentucky Wildcats. Undefeated this year, and boy, are they ready for the Final Four and a shot at being national champions. This team is terrific, and the best part of March Madness is yet to come, seeing these guys compete at the top.
So, Michigan State and Duke are set to square off at Lucas Oil Stadium, the Indianapolis Colts Stadium, at 6:09 on Saturday night, and Wisconsin and Kentucky take the stage following that, set for 8:49. TBS is covering the games, so be sure to catch them if you can. You don't want to miss them. Well, who are the 2 teams that are going to be in the championship here?
I'm feeling Duke and Kentucky this year, and Coach K is going to outcoach Coach Calipari in the championship. Duke is your national champions.
I thought that early, Duke and Kentucky. Going with Duke, baby. Well, that's all we got for you today. Stay tuned for a national championship preview, and I'm telling you, do not miss these games.
The games begin at 6 o'clock Saturday evening, and you sure won't want to miss it. And tonight in sports, varsity track travels to Central Columbia beginning at 4 p.m. Varsity baseball travels to Southern Columbia starting at 4:30. Varsity softball travels to Pottsville starting at 4:30. Sporting events taking place over Easter break can be found in the updated sports calendar on the school's website. With the wacky spring weather, some of our athletes and teams are anxiously waiting to get on the field and on the track. Best of luck to all of our spring sport athletes. Now back to Natasha at the news desk.
Thanks, Alyssa, and welcome to news. Many responsibilities come with being a senior, and an important one is completing a senior project. Senior projects are activities associated with the community during non-school hours. Activities can range from helping at a local community church or volunteering at a nonprofit organization such as the Lions Club or the Knights of Columbus. Packets for senior projects can be found in the high school office and are due to Ms. Parkansky no later than April 30th. We just started the month of April and time is running out. Seniors, get your projects started, completed, and turned in as soon as possible. And finally, today is April 2nd, the 8th annual World Autism Awareness Day. Autism affects 1 in every 68 children and is growing. Currently, there is no cure. This year's theme for Awareness Day is to light it up, and everyone is encouraged to wear light blue to help support this cause in hopes of one day finding a cure. And for today's lunch, popcorn mashed potato bowl with gravy and bread slice, corn, and applesauce. And for Tuesday's breakfast, Dutch waffle, whole grain cereal with toast, assorted bagels, and 100% juice. That's all the news we have for you today, MCA.
Don't forget, no school tomorrow or Monday.
But we'll be back again Tuesday morning.
Enjoy the long weekend
And have a happy Easter.